And we are back from break here. I hope you guys enjoy your little stay. I don't know where y'all went, but we are here now. So we got another match up and ready for you guys. But I'm also getting ahead of myself.
Hi.
I'm throwing the mic to you.
Oh, yes, indeed. Hello. I am
Introduce
Shiny. I will be here right here on the mic as well, and I want to jump right fast into it. Here we are going to be seeing Never the Same Color against Nereau. That's, I believe, their team name.
I forgot to ask how to
You
pronounce
forgot to
her
ask.
name.
You went up and yapped and did not. Yep.
Listen, what did you expect with the girl with the memory of the goldfish? I'm the goldfish of all time.
Here, yes.
I mean, unless they allow whimsy, which side is which? I could probably ask how to say that.
Nereau to
I
Seppieau.
think. Ooh,
Yes.
I thought someone disconnected. No,
Oh.
I think I can get away with it. I think I can get away with it.
You know what? Okay, and now I'm here alone here. Okay, so hi y'all. It's gonna be just me for a little bit. We're gonna be seeing right now Rainbow Crab like on the round one here. Personally myself, I'm very partial to this here. So for those who didn't know, hi, I'm Shiny. I do play a lot of pencil. I also play a lot of Wellstring as well. And usually I believe
Nereau.
that Nereau.
Actually, those teams, the names actually swapped on each side. It's never. Excuse me.
Nereau?
Never the Same Color is actually the team on the left of our camera, and Nereau is the team on the right. I went up. I was like,
You passionate to break down a Rainmaker in my weapons for that. But what I'm trying to say here though is we are going to probably be seeing some longer range weapons here. Usually I run Wellspring on these Rainmaker maps, but Crab like being a
Wellspring.
very good, almost hammerhead spiritual successor of Splatoon 3, right? From Splatoon 1, that is, of course. Yes.
I love me some Crab like Capital. I remember it used to also be a hunting ground for Splatlings because of its greats as well.
Oh, dude, I remember Ballpoint Meta. I remember that.
Yeah, you do.
This came out like right in the middle. In fact, both Crab-like and Shipshape we're going to be seeing hopefully later here on the set. Both came out in the same Ballpoint Meta. Remember that? Good
Yeah,
memories
yes, I
there.
do. Jets are fun to snipe.
Oh my
If
god,
you
aren't
ask
they
me,
really?
aren't they?
Yes.
You know, you were
Oh,
hitting them
yes.
earlier.
Oh, I was hitting
Yes,
some
you
people
were.
earlier. Yes, sir.
Oh, I played with these people. I played against these people earlier.
Very professional here, Fufu, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm very professional. I'm the most professional you're going to get. So, it's going to be some interesting. I love decaf. Yes, and it looks like we have some very interesting comps here. We are seeing again weapons that we don't usually see, mostly on the side of Never the Same Color. If you ask me.
Yes, honestly. So never the same color here. Running a bow and edit both. And a glue guy as well. There's a lot to keep in mind here. And a clash. I'm so sorry. Every single one of these weapons here we do not see on a usual comp. That being said, I'm a fan of the bow. We talked about long range as being very important, right? I believe that bow, despite what people may think here, the one shot is a lot easier to hit than maybe people may seem. So having
True.
that on Crab Leg here, when like they are forced to move slowly, I like that. And also, by the way, they just got the first checkpoint. I'm sorry, I should have been talking about that instead. Coconut tank over here getting the first checkpoint, and now we get Pop as we can continue the push going up here with Cooler.
Indeed, they are stepping on the gas. Never the Same Color already dropped. Again, we saw that they dropped that checkpoint, and they are moving these points forward. Well, as best as they can here. It looks like Nereau is already there to meet them. Right in front of their base, they are not going to let them get too many points with half of their members going down. As long as that Rainmaker goes down, those points are not schmoving. And with a wipeout on top of that, Nereau is going to be successfully defending from that attack, moving that Rainmaker forward, and hopefully get some points of their own.
Yes, indeed. Looks like they're going to be going for the left check over here with the bubble. A little bit early of a bubble there, unfortunately, but I hope this won't be able to, and Never the Same Color will be able to punish us here. If they get up the ped, that's the checkpoint right there, Fufu.
Also, I love how they took different checkpoints. I think that's very cute, very funny there. And it looks like, although Nereau was going to be the team that got that checkpoint, it looks like Never the Same Color is also going to be retaliating against that. That Rainmaker is now in their turf, and they're going to be moving that thing back to the center. Again, they were quick to turn that right around, but again, both of these teams have no checkpoint anymore. So it really is anyone's game until one of those fish are either in the pedestal or that time runs out.
That's very true. Here in neutral, as we see Never the Same Color now 2 down, I will say a push to 35 is respectable. It's harder to contest on average, but like it definitely is beatable. I really want to see Nereau not pull off a baby bubble like that. That is quite unfortunate, I will say. But it looks like I really need to see them skill in here. Never the Same Color has a lot of shipping potential. Has a lot of killing potential at long range specifically here. It really does AoE and it really does, long back to front very well. It's really quite built for this map, honestly, I will say. But I need to see more decaf gameplay like that. Yes, sir, that's one. Yes, I'm saying it. That's what I like to see here. We love our decaf forcing the bow to jump back out.
Yes, but it looks like Nereau is going to be moving that Rainmaker up once more. Again, they're looking to get more points on the board, or even better, knock it out here. We have 2 members in front of the Rainmaker, one of them unfortunately going down in the process. And it looks like we're seeing and that is going to be 2 down on the side of Never the Same Color. Nereau able to successfully defend that and push another one out as well. So 3 down on the side of Neuro, giving Never Same Color the chance to take all of mid and hopefully get a push of their own here.
Yes, indeed. I will say here, I want to see more moving forward. We see a flank coming out behind here. Hold on. What do we see here? What do we see here?
It's a decaf. It's a oh, I think
Sorry.
that was Lucas that took him out.
Was a decaf.
What? Foul. Absolutely foul for that one. But it looks like Never Same Color is ready to throw some hands of their own. Because look how close that score is. That is a little that makes me a little bit nervous. I would be a tiny bit nervous as Nereau here. But
yeah.
I don't think anything. Well, there's not much to worry about here from Never the Same Color because that Rainmaker is still well, within their reach.
Yes, indeed. Unfortunately, another little baby vote coming out here in mid. Doesn't seem to be going too bad for them here. What we need to see here, Fufu. We need to see them, as we say a lot, step on that gas. Nereau has a comp that is fast. It is decav. It is coolered up. It has an RPD. It does a good job of really poking that long range, but I specifically need them to run it down. That's the problem that I'm seeing right here. I need to see, especially on Rainmaker pushes, I need to see them just take Rainmaker and don't care about their life at all. They are coolered. Unlike if I'm looking, okay, yeah, they, both teams are coolered here. But as soon as you're coolered, I need to see you take the Rainmaker and just run it down.
Absolutely here. The cooler gives you the opportunity to run things with less of a risk than if you were not to have cooler. It's less punishing if you do go down. It really is step on the gas, the special.
It absolutely is. But as we see here, Deuce Rush come out here. We see Never the Same Color here, still in the lead like we saw before here. They're able to take that path on left checkpoint, not being able to cross quite yet here. And as we take down in the final minute here, we see Choco Loco. No, that's not Choco Loco. I'm sorry, that's a different color here. Choco Moco here, the Dapple Dooley. Being able to get in here, we see the decaf going for another one here, pushing him out, trading down, unfortunately. Cooler going out. And with just 30 seconds left, we see Nereau probably beginning their final push of the game.
Yeah, there's only 30 seconds left here, so it really is now or never to get that lead here. I think that's also just around the same time. No, we have 48 seconds on the Rainmaker, so they won't be dying by Rainmaker timer, but they got to get that thing moving. They got to push. They got to get past the 35 mark if they want to win. And it's going to get very tense here between these two teams. Especially on the side of Nereau, that there's a lot more at stake. That's Azuka. That went down.
Just barely went down here. The Gluga, though, stepping into mid here. As we are slowly entering overtime, I believe that is only 30 seconds left on the Rainmaker. Less than that, they're running into a no Rainmaker zone. As the whales go out, it looks like they're going to be chipped down here. 10 seconds left. I don't think they're going to do it here. I don't think they have enough here, Fufu.
What?
They did get a pick there, but is it going to be enough?
They gotta go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I don't believe I talked a bit faster than it actually was, but no.
Rainmaker doesn't explode on overtime. That went to 1.
They went to 1?
That went to 1.
They must have killed it right before it exploded then in that
Do you think?
I might have been.
That's funky. I actually don't know that. I don't think I've seen I've had a moment where Rainmaker on overtime happens when timer is running out. I don't think I've ever been in that situation. I swear that the timer went out. I swear to you that timer went out.
Well, I mean, their timer was up, as we saw there. We did not see enough forward movement. I've said it before. I've said it again. When I coach often, I like to coach, my students, and I tell them, I'm like, it's really honestly very simple. Don't think. Thinking is for after the game and when you're dead. And when you're alive, you step on the gas, you run it down, and you splat people. That's the job. Like, it's really sometimes just that simple. And I really wish I could go over and say, just run it. I wish I could go and tell them. But unfortunately, they can't hear me. They got their headphones in.
We cannot yell loud enough for them to hear us. Well, maybe.
Maybe
we can. Maybe we will. I don't know. If we feel silly enough.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But that game does go to Never the Same Color, which they did great holding their ground there. It was like, okay, it's a 15-point difference, but no, we pushed that to 32. That's good enough. We can stall us as much as they need to. They minimized the risk, or took risk depending. I mean, they had cooler.
Yeah.
They had a lot more reliable. No, they had the edit.
They had the edit, yeah.
We had more coolers on the side of Neuro, but, still, Never the Same Color was able to utilize those coolers. Be like, oh, yeah, minimize risk. Yeah, we can stall this however we want. We're good. And they definitely sent that home. So
Never the Same Color's comp was very well built for stall, like you just said, actually. I really want to point that out there. It's the perfect range of, like, if you step into anyone there. Like, the bow functions as a charger effectively on the map with a bit more paint and a whale specifically. And a mist, too. Oh, my goodness. Everything about that comp wants to stop the enemy team from walking forward.
Indeed. Yes. And the thing is, if you're able to get a good enough push, like, the only thing with stall comps is you have to find the effort to push forward as well if you want to earn that right to stall out a game. And, they were able to get away with that and execute that perfectly. So we're going to see if that energy stays the same here as we move on to Arrow Spray.
Double booyah here on the side of, I do believe that was Never the Same Color. if that is correct. Yes,
Mm-mm.
it is indeed. And a pretty similar combo coming out here from Nereau. Oh my goodness, Fufu.
This is going to get very whimsical very quick. I was not expecting airs, but that means it's double Booyah.
Oh.
Oh,
my
we
God.
love Booyahs.
Okay, yes.
And I
yes,
love
yes.
the Booyahs.
And as we see another Booyah coming out here to try to break neutral here. So now, Fufu, Barnacle and Dime. This is the map that really excels in, if you stand in neutral, if you stand in mid, you're probably going to end up not going well.
That
a
was...
decaf is going to pop up like we just see there.
I genuinely don't know how that went past the wall, but it did. Anything is possible in the realm of Splatoon, but we are going back and forth. We are in a scrappy fight in center. Both of these teams are trying to find any advantage they can. Ooh, Rapid able to find a lovely pick as well, but it's not going to be with too much advantage here because they're going to be going one down on each side. It's like, yeah, both of these teams are just trying to find those kills, trying to find some sort of advantage to move forward with, but they're just trading out.
They are. I need to see either side take the enemy stack as fast as possible.
Yes.
They look like they are fighting for mid right now. I want to see them fight for left stack. As we see a person dropping over here, getting two with the resider here. That was our local vendor artist, unfortunately going down, but a beautiful resider play. Unfortunately, though, it looks like their team wasn't enough. It was enough to push off, and then it looked like that's what 3 down now. Oh, it's such a scrap fest over here, Fufu. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely, but it looks like that ball is trying to move forward. It looks like they got caught inside by Vin. Vin able to take an excellent 2, stopping the momentum of Nereau and playing a little bit of a distraction game. Oh, we're playing whimsical. We're playing silly. We're going everywhere here as a brush, but that is a job well done there from the brush, able to direct the intention way back. Oh, never mind. We take a spots anyways.
And here we see a brush in a different font with Nereau over here. The decaf jumping up, getting, was that 2 there?
That was 2.
Glorious, wonderful. And just like that, Nereau, we see now assert their pressure more on the stack. I want to see faster movement. Like I said before, I wish they could hear me. I've been saying the same thing. It's like a broken record. That being said, Resetter coming out here, getting 1, a very valuable pick, and also living off that as well. They have 16 claims. That's 2 down now. Foo. We may see a push come out here soon. 3 down.
That's going to be a push. That has to be a push. They have the clams for it. It's just a matter of getting them all concentrated into one player so they can get a power clam, but nothing's happening. We got to get a power clam going, fellas. No, you have the opportunity to push right then there, but I think it's just taking a little too long that we're not seeing any clams hit the basket. They don't even get anything in the basket. It's still 100 to 100. That is insane.
That is unfortunate right there. They had the makings of a game-winning push right there. And now we see ourselves half a minute into the game. The decaf stepping back on stack. That being said, they are up to 16 clams. They have a power clam.
Yes.
This could be it here. They're now coolered up. If we see one more pick down on the side and never the same color, just like we see right here, and another brush going down. That's 2 down now. I believe we can see a big push coming out here.
Yep, and
right
that resider coming in to take one as well. And they went down right before. Never mind. Another teammate coming in to clean up, break that barrier at least once, which could potentially still be a game-winning push, especially considering how stally this game has been. Never the same color was able to defend successfully against that, ending that push relatively quickly. But, you know, it could not be the last one. We are still waiting to see if Never the Same Color is going to push. Well, they have to push if they want to win here.
My heart was beating for the Never the Same Color here. As we see now, a Booyah and Whales come out here. They unfortunately Booyah do going down to there. I believe that's the Mint Decapitator. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
We see the Mint just holding the stack here, being a pain in the side of Never the Same Color. And as we enter the final minute 35, the final 9 seconds of this game here, they're cooled up with 20 claims on the board right now.
Hello?
With an attempt to make a push, hopefully bigger than their last here.
I think what's interesting that it's split across all their team members. They don't have a power clam, but it's like, we got 20 clams. Don't worry, we can make one, which is great if you don't want to be targeted, but it does take a little bit of extra time here once you get under the basket. But they're in the lead, so they're not worrying about as much here. But Whales coming out on each side, displacing both team members. It looks like Never Same Colors able to get 2 down as well. This is going to be their opportunity to get into advantage state here. Oh.
And once again, though, we do see another 7 clam Marvin out here, 7 clam Charlie out here. Not being able to form a power clan quite yet, but Never the Same Color is looking like they're in a great position here, right? Bubble comes out early. Cooler comes out now on the side of Never the Same Color. They have 2 specials now online, I believe. Unfortunately, their Booyah does go down, and they are forced to retreat back into mid. And it looks like, oh my goodness, though Vin is doing their best to try to hold mid, and the Whale coming out here, unless they can do something really good, really fast soon, things aren't looking too good for Never the Same Color.
Yeah, it was a really quick turnaround there from Nereau, able to just quickly flip the field here in their color and in their favor. But things are going to start getting much more scrappy here as we approach these last 30 seconds here. Never the Same Color has that power clam in their possession, and it's starting to get ready to go as Nereau does drop 1 member right here. Again, it takes a power clam and a singular clam to win this game if you were never the same color. So if you gotta go very soon here. This is where you don't want to hesitate if you see your opportunity.
I agreed. They're now entering the final overtime over here. The final overtime, the only overtime here, with hopefully 20 seconds left on the board. That we are going out here, being able to get one. Get it? Yes, they do. The dapple there. We got to get that dapple.
Oh,
Dapple
they got
out here. This is looking pretty good here. We just got to see a single clam and a single
Go,
little
go.
clam here. That's a dunk. That's an effective wipeout. And just like that,
That's
never
it.
the same color manages to take it here in overtime.
Oh my goodness, what a stally game to what a flip of a finish right there. Never the same colors when they were there on the back foot, and they said, quickly turned it around there at the very last second, able to take this game 2-0.
Yes, indeed. Wow. No, see, that's what I'm talking about there. That is what I like to see here. When the timer counts down, you feel that pressure to push. I needed to see that more throughout the entire set from both teams. That being said, however, we got to give credit where credit's due to Never the Same Color for turning it around just the last a very good, solid game, that first game. And on top of that, a wonderful, just one power clam, one little clam.
I was actually kind of worried for Never the Same Color there at the end because they grouped up a little bit at the end there. And I was like, oh my goodness, don't go down there. And they said, wrong. And they were able to take 3 down off of Nereau. And it's okay, well, there's our opportunity. There's our clams in our hands. Might as well yoink. And in it goes. And that is the set right there. It got very close there for Nereau. And I was expecting it to be close. And it pretty much was during that game. So still mad props to Nereau. But congrats to Never Same Color for adding an extra point to your pool set.
Absolutely. Well, Fufu here, this is a wonderful set I believe that we just watched here. Unfortunately, we may need to go on break just another time, entering, I believe, the final round of pools coming up here soon. Yes, indeed. So, if that's with that being said, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
That is actually the end of our block, if I'm not mistaken, as
Oh,
well.
no.
This is going to be a comm switch. I will be here later. This one will be playing later on. So, do keep an eye out on stream for Shiny, as they will be playing with TCS later as well. Yeah, I see you. I will be here later after the next set. You will catch me on mic once more. So, again, we have a lot more Booyah Bay action happening very soon. Don't go anywhere. We're heading to break.
Bye, y'all.